Today on the show, let's give a big welcome to legendary actor Peter Gaudio. He has been a legendary actor since A Bronx Tale. He's been in Cruise, and he's a season regular on Gravesend. He's currently first place in Muscle and Fitness magazine, so let's keep him there and make sure he wins this. And also is Mr. New York bodybuilder. Welcome to the show, Peter.
Oh, it's an honor to be here, Thomas. Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to have you on the end. Do you mind? We'll start from the start, whereabouts you grew up and how you first got into acting.
Yeah, I grew up in an Italian area in New York City called Corona, Queens. And I've always had this fascination of, being around the older men in the area that took care of the area, that manicured the lawns, that manicured the way the neighborhood, should operate. And I was always fascinated by that. And, in the area came, Burt Young. And now we all know Burt Young is from the legendary movie Rocky with Sylvester Stallone. And he was from that area. And James Caan wasn't too far. He was from Sunnyside, Queens. And James Russo, who was in season 1 of Gravesend, he's from Flushing, Queens. And those are my idols growing up. And, and I saw what they did from being on the streets of Corona, Queens, and the other areas of Queens, and they put what they knew on the big screen, and they made a hell of a damn good living out of it. And I said, you know what? I want to follow in their footsteps. So I absorbed all the work of all these great minds, of all these different kind of people and characters in the area. I put them all together. I created this character that I have, and I've had this fascination to be an actor and put it on the big screen and make people enjoy my work.
Man, that's incredible. And all the people you named too are incredible people to be, learning from and absorbing knowledge from as
And I'll
well.
tell you, Thomas, the area that I mentioned, Corona, Queens, it's where the famous Lemon Ice King of Corona is. And it's been in Paul Simon's song, the Queen of Corona, the Lemon Ice King. He mentions it in his song, and it's also in Kevin James's sitcom, The King of Queens. So it's pretty legendary, and that's exactly the area where I'm from. It's called Corona Heights.
Corona Heights, that's awesome. And
Right. So, growing up in those areas, you develop some kind of thickness and some kind of structure and backbone, which gives you the strength for life's, ups and downs and to get over the hurdles. It laid the foundation right there for me,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can tell you got great values too. I was watching another interview you did with Chaz Palminteri, and I loved how you're talking about, the old school ways, how you take care of the women and the children and the neighborhood.
Yeah, and it's respect, That's the way my dad and my mom, they raised me, and I don't know any other way. But just always helping people and not hurting people, and always doing the right thing for them. And you're not looking for anything in return. You're just doing it because that's what you feel inside. You have a nice, pure spirit, and, we're here to help people.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great message. And yeah, going into that, what advice would you give, someone who's just starting out in acting?
Well, it's a lot different today than it was years ago, because years ago you had to walk the streets of New York City or in California, and you actually had to go in and read for, a part, and now everything is done through, through social media, which is a little bit different. And you really they're more concerned today, with putting out content about all of them, themselves on the red carpet and what they're doing, instead of creating a craft, and going back to the basics. And that's what you get when you come from the areas where we come from, because we actually walked the streets and went from casting director to casting director. And my advice is, you can't do it the way we used to do it years ago, but understand it. Understand it. This way you could have a knowledge of what we went through to open the door for you, there's more rejection in this business than there are smiles, but that one smile that you get, wipes away all the tears that you've been throughout all these years. I'm in the business 32 years. I'm not in the business a minute. And it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of discipline. You need the balance of your mind, your body, and your spirit. And if one outweighs the other, you have to try to rebalance it so you have a nice, a vision of your goals. And it's a whole head game, and you have to work on you, and I would say, read Michael Caine's book, look at all the old movies where the actors and the actresses didn't go for fillers or Botox, and you could really see them hit their emotions. And that's what it's about. It's about reacting to a situation, and you have to reach for your tools as deep as you possibly can, which will bring originality and realness to the character. And do your research. Yeah. You have to lay the foundation, like even with training in my fitness business. Instead of someone using the machines, you have to use the free words first. This way you can build a foundation. Like the same thing with the acting. It's very difficult, to really learn the craft by doing a Zoom lesson. You have to do a workshop and take a theater group and go out there and perform in front of live people, and that's when you don't make any mistakes and your craft starts to develop. And now you can actually call yourself an artist as opposed to calling yourself an actor.
I love that, Peter.
Yeah, and it's real, and I tell the truth to each and every person, and that's what I bring to the big screen is my realness, and if people fall in love with me the way they do in life on the big screen, we have something here,
Yeah, definitely. I love everything I see you're doing now. Since I've been following you. I've seen you also going to be in the movie Family Feuds.
Right, I'm in the Family Feud. Yes, there's a tremendous cast. We shot that a few years back, and it's going to be released sometime soon. But currently, I just finished working with Peter Green from the legendary Pulp Fiction movie with Quentin Tarantino, the director, and The Mask with Jim Carrey. I worked with Peter, and I also worked with Lenny Thomas from Tyler Perry's production called Ruthless in a project called Berryman. And I just wrapped that as of last week. And it was directed by Frankie Montero, who I did an off-Broadway play with him for many, many years. And recently, I'm going to be working with Mike Marino, the legendary stand-up comic who's known throughout the country. I worked with him at the comic strip, which was I was in April, and now we're going to be doing at the end of the month, the 26th and 27th, we're going to be at the legendary Governors, and, I'm going to be hosting the event and be doing stand-up. So, I'm putting myself in all these different areas because my motto is you reach for the stars, and if you wind up someplace in the middle, you still did good, because you never know where success is going to come from. And I also have a Fitness Friday radio show with Sid Rosenberg on 77 WABC. It's Sid and Friends in the Morning. And it's the #1 radio show in the country. And, I'm very happy to take the microphone each and every week and to give fitness tips for people and how to better their life.
Yeah. Man, that's incredible. And how old were you when you first started getting into your fitness journey?
Yeah, I was 15 years old. I always had the passion to get bigger and to stronger because like every other, and a kid in the neighborhood, we always went to the schoolyard and we played sports. And, sometimes when you don't get it in height, you have to get it in strength and you get it in width. This way, you could be able to perform better, and I seen it started to work for me. And, and the sports that I was playing at the time, I succeeded to a certain level and it was fantastic. Then I fell in love with bodybuilding and how to sculpture my body and perfect my body. And I went on and I won, like you said earlier, the Mr. New York City bodybuilding crown, and following in the footsteps of, my idol, Arnold Schwarzenegger, was the Austrian Oak. And, I actually call myself the Italian Oak, and he's the Terminator and I'm the Italianator, so that's my approach to it, and I've always wanted to play a superhero, and an action star. And, this way the kids could, look at my physique and I could talk to them and how to achieve it and how to stay away from drugs and alcohol and negativity. And, it doesn't matter where you come from. You can always turn your life around if you want it bad enough.
Yeah, definitely. And hard work I think always pays off. What
Right. Because Thomas, I grew up in a world where we have calluses on our palms, not blisters on our thumbs.
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You
That's
know,
yeah, it's hard. That's definitely, when someone's been working hard, the sign of their hands. What advice would you give to someone who, I guess, wanted to start changing their life and getting healthy?
first you have to work on yourself internally. And like I said earlier, it's a mind, muscle, and body connection. You need to balance of the three. What you have to do is you have to exercise all three components daily. You have to read for the mind every day to keep it stimulated. You have to exercise for the body every day, keep it stimulated. And you have to have prayer every day for your spirit to keep it stimulated. Once those three components are balanced, mentally and physically, because that's God's cross. Something that's negative is God's cross. You put a line right through it, and that's in your soul. Once you have that balance mentally and physically, no one can come near you and harm you because you're blessed. So you have to find that inner peace within yourself, wherever it is, and you have to work on you. You have to work on you. You have to make your dreams and your goals more important than the party. When you could walk away from the party and stay home and follow your dreams, that's now you're working on your inner soul and you're doing it for you. And now, once your spirit is happy and you're exercising, your body is happy, and you're reading for your mind and you're getting stimulated. Now, your mind is happy, and now you're at a level where you're a machine and no one can harm you. And people could feel the positive energy all around you. And every step you take, you're on a mission. And that's God's mission, to put that inside your soul so you can carry on and pass it on to your fellow man or fellow woman.
Man, that's great. Yeah, those
Yeah,
three.
it's deep, it's
Yeah,
deep. And that's what artists are. Artists are deep,
yeah,
and that's what I want to be for people, is an artist.
yeah,
An artist at fitness, an artist at comedy, an artist at being Peter Gaudio, an artist as an actor, an artist as being a gentleman. It just all those pieces to the puzzle fit. I'm a single dad of a biracial daughter, and I'm and the proudest moment in my life, Thomas, is that she's the first one that carries my name that's going to graduate college, because that's your mission in life. You have to change the leaves of your family tree. It's not about you and having a plane and being a movie star and walking around with a Rolex and stuff. That's not important. It's about changing the leaves of your family name and making your grandfather proud, your father proud, and your family along the tree. Because my daughter is going to be a doctor.
yeah.
She got accepted in all the Ivy League schools, and she decided to go to NYU, and she's a pre-med student, and it just means everything to me. So you have to put your work in as a dad, as an artist, as a human being, as a husband, as a father, you just have to step up to the plate and make it happen for yourself.
Definitely. Yeah, your kids are the most important thing. I can see. You
Yeah,
love
and
your
you know
daughter
what,
so
Thomas?
much.
The most important thing to me, is being a dad to my daughter. If I can't get that role right, then I can't play any other role for anybody else.
Wow.
I'm a father, I'm a devoted father first before I'm anything else.
Yeah,
And if I don't do that part in my life well, better than well, over the top well, then I can't do anything else. Because if my daughter's not happy, I'm not happy.
yeah,
And I learned early on, how your daughter is happy is when you make the mother happy, the mother makes the daughter happy, and the daughter makes the father happy. And that's how it goes: A, B, and C. Mom to daughter, or to son to dad.
yeah,
You have to make sure you take care of mom, so mom could take care of the child that the two of you brought on this earth. And so your daughter makes you happy, and it all works. Just like the mind, body, and soul balance. It's mom, dad, child balance.
yeah. Yeah, so it comes back all back to balance, man. That's awesome. And
Yeah, you need it. You need it. You need it in your life. You need structure. And that's what you learn in, growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in.
yeah, it's awesome to see. There's still a gentleman, and that there's still gentlemen around. Like I feel like
Yeah,
that's dying off now.
I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm too proud to carry my dad's name, and for him to what all the memories I have of him, I wouldn't disgrace him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't disgrace him.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
incredible. Yeah,
yeah. I'm a real person.
yeah,
I'm a real human being.
yeah, yeah. Legendary. And yeah, I love
Yeah,
everything you
thank
do.
you. Thank you.
And
I'm 62 years old. I've been in the game. I've been in the fitness industry for 46 years. I'm training 46 years. I've been in the acting game for 32 years, and I've been through life's hurdles. I've been up, I've been down, I've been divorced. I got my car towed. You fall behind. I lost 80% of my fitness business during COVID. I fell behind on, on bills and things like that. But you pick yourself up, you have the strength, and you just keep moving forward, and you just keep moving forward and never take no for an answer. There's nothing that I can be faced with that I can't defeat.
yeah, wow. And what's the name of your fitness business? Is it
It's
Hardcore
called
Fitness?
hardcore fitness, and you can get in touch with me. I put out posts. Follow me on Instagram, or Facebook, and I put out daily posts of how to better your life and what foods to eat and what exercises to do for a beginner level, an intermediate, or an advanced level, whichever athlete and category that you fit in. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. Ask me a question. I get back to everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
wow.
and if you're willing to work with me, I have a tremendous business, a virtual business. I give the right advice. I'll run you through a workout. I'll structure a whole nutrition program for you. And I'll get you, set on the right track, and we can work on that mind, body, and soul balance.
Yeah, I love it. Those three things that you're looking after is so important. And
Yeah, it's very important. Very important.
and people can find you on Instagram at Peter Gaudio.
Yes, on Instagram, I'm Peter Gaudio. And, my email is Pete Gaudio 1212 at gmail.com.
Yeah, I'll put that on our video as well, so everyone can get in contact
Great,
with you. And I think you're
great.
definitely someone everyone can learn from and be inspired
Well,
by.
I'm excited. I'm happy to hear it. I have a lot to offer. I've been through a lot in my life. And,
Yeah,
I just want to give people a couple of shortcuts and a couple of tips that they don't have to go through the struggle that I've been through. And, just to respect it and
yeah.
just to respect it.
How often should people train a week? Do you think?
Well, everybody's at a different level, depending on your height and your weight. And the most important thing is to go get a physical from the doctor. The
Yeah,
most important thing to me is, it's not the numbers in the gym. It's not bench pressing 315 pounds. It's not curling 135 pounds. It's about going to the doctor and he tells you your pressure is 120 over 80. And you're not on prescription drugs no more, and you clean out the cabinet, and you're pill free, and you're prescriptive drugs free. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's the most important numbers that I want people to achieve. It's
yeah,
about getting healthy and having longevity in life. It's not about, looking in the mirror and looking good, but not feeling good. It's about feeling good and looking good.
wow, yeah,
Health is first and health is wealth.
definitely. I love that, and even you say talk about drinking water and living
Yeah, and to
clean
drink
is
water and to stay hydrated, and it's very beneficiary for your hair, your skin, your nails,
yeah,
and strength training is great, because as you increase in age, we're faced with osteoporosis, which is, makes your bone density strengthen. So, those are all great components that people need to do as they increase in age.
yeah, definitely. And I like how you present it in such a way that it does feel inspiring. Like how you said you want to see people get that bill of health from the doctor, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what's
You're a real
important,
person.
and to get off the high blood pressure medications. You
Yeah.
know, throw them all away, throw them in the garbage pail. You don't need it. There's
Yeah.
foods. You could use foods as medicine. But
Yeah.
just make sure that you have a nice nutrition program. You know, don't reach for McDonald's. You know, don't have corn chips. You know, choose an apple instead of a Three Musketeers bar. Just make better choices for yourself in life.
Yeah.
And that's with strengthening the mind. And the body follows what the mind leads it to.
Yeah.
And you need prayer so you can believe that you're able to do it and achieve it and have a vision. Without vision, and if you don't see it, you're not going to achieve it.
With this competition that you're in currently, how can people
Yeah,
support
currently
you?
I'm in first place. It's for the cover of Muscle and Fitness. You know, it's a dream come true for myself. You know, I've been in other, you know, bodybuilding magazines before, but this is, you know, this is the granddaddy of them all. You know, this is Muscle and Fitness, you know, and I want to share the, you know, the graces of the cover with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Reg Park, Robbie Robinson, Dwayne Johnson, Mark Wahlberg, John Cena, you know, because I have a very well-developed physique. I've been training 46 years. I have muscle maturity. I've been in the game a long time. You know, I started out in 1976 under the direction of my mentor, Edward Perez, you know, and I met all the Mr. Americas. We had Robbie Robinson that came to our gym in Pumping Iron, which was in Queens. And, you know, and I've had the opportunity to befriend Lou Ferrigno's dad, which is Matty Ferrigno, who's a New York City police officer. And I became very friendly with him. And, you know, and Dan Laurie from WBBG, that was the World Bodybuilding Guild. And he was one of the world's strongest men, Mr. America. He passed away at the age of 90. You know, so these are the people that I've been around. And I started out, Andy Bastinto, who's the founder and the CEO of NGA, National Gym Association. Andy is 98 years old, who was partners with Jack LaLanne. You know, so these are the people that I've been around, and these are my mentors, and I learned from them. So I have some foundation in the fitness industry. And, you know, people in muscle and fitness, they all should know. Plus, I have the TV series Gravesend. I'm a stand-up comic. You know, I'm a celebrity fitness trainer. You know, I've told the title of Mr. New York City. You know, I've paid my dues in the business. I've been through injuries. I had back surgery. I had elbow surgery. I train just as hard as I'm competing for a show as of this coming Saturday. You know, so I live, breathe, and die the life of fitness and nutrition and helping others. And I got a great story, you know, and I've also, you know, I've dated some of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, you know, so I have a lot to tell, raising my daughter and being single and going through life's ups and downs.
Yeah.
And I've, and I've been, you know, with every walks of life. You know, and I got a great story. It's very interesting. You know, my membership doesn't come with a scan and you scan it across a computer and my picture shows up. You know, I don't wear, you know, gym gear from Lululemon. You know, I don't train at one of the corporate facilities. You know, I train at a hardcore facility. I still do, because that's what turns you on. When you walk into a hardcore facility, you could just breathe and smell that, you know, you're getting in shape. Because it's a no-nonsense gym. Now the tables have turned around, because all these kids are on the phone and they carry their backpacks with them from machine to machine. It's the most annoying thing that you ever want to see. But back in the day, that's really what it was about. Like all those gentlemen that I mentioned earlier, those are the guys. Harold Poole and Tommy Abar and Chris Dickerson and Mike Katz. You know, and Denny Gable and Mike and Ray Menser, you know, and Joe Gold and Joe Weider and Ben Weider and Arnold when he came here from Austria. Yeah. You know, it's all of them. It's all of them. You know, that's my foundation, you know, and the world needs to hear it.
Definitely. It's again, back to hard work and just legends, like old school.
Yeah, and you know what, Thomas? You know, you get some kids that are 30 years old that are competing for the cover of Muscle and Fitness. When they're my age at 62, they're not even going to be training anymore.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, I have a history of fitness since I'm 15.
Yeah.
You know, so it means a lot for someone to be at the age that I'm at now, that I could grace the cover of Muscle and Fitness at this age.
Definitely. What a wonderful journey as well, and you deserve it.
Yeah,
And I think you're
yeah,
going to
and
win this for sure.
I enjoyed the whole magic carpet ride.
Yeah, I can see you winning it. That's I've put my votes in today as well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, tell your friends come out. There's a free vote that you can click on too,
Yep,
or you can step it up and do the warrior vote, where part of the proceeds goes for homes for wounded warriors.
yep,
And which is the warrior vote, and it's a great cause. And let's just make it happen. Vote, vote, vote. Peter Gaudio. Currently,
definitely,
I'm in first place. I'm 8 days strong. There's 2 more days in the competition. Come out there and vote. Hear my story. I'll be on the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine. Turn my dream into a reality.
definitely, and a wonderful cause too. The Wounded Warriors. I went with that vote, and I still haven't done the free vote yet, but I've done the Wounded Warriors because I think that's a great initiative as well.
Yes, great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, so yeah, everyone get behind that. You're gonna win it. You
Great,
you
great.
deserve it.
Great. And you know what? I have the mentality like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
I'll tell you a true story. The day that they were competing for the Olympia, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, Serge Nubret, Franco Colombo was there. And Arnold Schwarzenegger called his mother the day before the competition, and he told his mother that he won. And the show didn't even start yet till the following day. That's how confident he was of
wow.
himself. So mentally, he took out all his opponents already.
Well, I
Just
love
by
that
just
story.
by making that statement of the day before the contest to call his mother and say, "Mom, I already won."
Wow, I
You
love
know,
that.
you got to be pretty strong-minded, pretty confident to
Yeah,
put those words out there. And like what you said to me, I'm going to put those words out there also. I already won this competition. I'm already 8 days strong. There's 2 more days left in the competition. There's no one that can step next to me in this event.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got it, and I'm gonna make sure
I
people
have
keep
the
voting.
I have the physique, I have the mind, I have the strive, I have the discipline, I have the votes. I have it all. Not to sound conceited, but I'm 62 years old. I'm just confident. I've been through all the riffraff. It's my time to shine. I have a television series that's going to be released in July. It's going to be a hit TV series. We have Andrew Dice Clay, Fran Drescher, Armand Asante. Our creator is a genius, William DeMeo. He wrote a masterpiece. I started with William in A Bronx Tale. That's when we met, and we've been together ever since. I love him more than a brother. He
Wow,
calls me any hour I go. I call him any hour he comes. It's as simple as that. And he's turned me on to so many great celebrities and legends in this business that, I just love them. I just love them.
yeah,
And we also have in the series, getting back to the series, is William Forsythe and Armand Asante. And
wow,
we have Vic DiPettitero. We have Sid Rosenberg from The Imus Show, who has his own radio show, 77 WABC, Sid and Friends in the Morning. We have Bo Dietl, legendary New York police detective.
wow,
Everybody's in it, and it's a great show. So tune in. It'll be released in July. We have Sophia Milos from The
wow.
Sopranos, from CSI Miami. It's
That's
going to be great.
incredible
It's going to be
cast.
great. Yeah, so I have that. I'm on the stand-up comedy stage with Mike Marino in the Family Tour. I have that. I have my fitness industry. I have my fitness radio show. So I truly believe in my heart and all the experience I have in this business. There's no other competitor that could stand next to me with my physique, my mind, my body, my soul, my knowledge, my experience. I deserve the cover of Muscle and Fitness.
Definitely,
I lived
100%.
a life. I lived a life.
Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I get up, Thomas, I get up 3 a.m. every day. You heard on Chaz Palminteri's podcast.
yeah,
I don't end it until 10 p.m. at night, sometimes later. You still have to go to bed, get up early, and make it happen. There's no excuses, there's no days off.
Definitely. That's what you inspired me on that to get up now and do this
Yeah, get
before I
up
go to
now. You see
work.
my post on my story?
Yeah.
Coffee's ready. Get up.
Yes. I
Yeah,
love
get
it.
up. Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I even brought this up to my daughter. You know, when you ask someone how you doing and they go, same shit, different day,
Yeah.
that's when you plant your feet on the floor and you turn around and you run so far away from that person because you don't need any of the negativity. If you wake up every day and do the same shit, you got nothing going on for yourself. You're a sad individual and you have to work on your inner soul to make something new. There has to be something positive in your life that you could tell me that's new. I don't want to hear same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Once you
I
hear that
agree.
from someone's lips, plant your feet on the floor, do a complete hokey pokey, turn yourself around, and take off like the roadrunner because you don't need the negativity around you.
Wow. That's great advice. Yeah. People do
Yeah.
say that all the time. They're negative and yeah, it can be draining.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't talk to people that have that kind of
Yeah.
mentality. Not at all.
Definitely. You gotta be positive and keep pushing forward.
Yeah, keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down.
Yeah.
I come from the school where the prize fighters went 15 rounds. They
Yeah.
didn't stop it at 12. They went another 9 minutes, another 3 rounds.
Wow.
You got to go to distance.
Yeah. Yes, it's all about the
We're only we're,
challenge.
we're only here one time. We're only here one time.
Yeah.
Put the most into it because tomorrow's no guarantee. Yesterday is a mystery. We only have the present, and that's just how it goes. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow's a mystery. We only have the present. Enjoy it and make the most of it.
I love everything about what you do,
Thank
and
you. Thank you, brother.
I can't wait for Gravesend as well. That's going to be
Yeah,
awesome.
it's going to come out. It's going to be a tremendous show. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you back to the 80s from the old neighborhood, Brooklyn, and then we go into Miami. And
Yeah.
it's great. And it's really, really great. It's a feel good story. It's a real life mob drama television series.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. William DeMeo is a genius too. He's
yeah, he's genius. He's fantastic.
yeah. I think you two work well together as well.
Yeah, we're great friends off screen. So when we bring it on screen, the chemistry's there.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah.
William's a great writer. William's a
Yeah.
great writer. He knows each and every character well, and he knows how to write for their personality.
Yeah. Definitely. And yeah, I'll be waiting for it to come out in Australia so I can watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. And you know what, Thomas? We got all the old '80s clothes too.
Yeah.
With the feeler and the Sergio Tacchini sweatsuits. And all the the sharp clothes that the
Yeah.
mobsters wore back then in the '80s and stuff. It was great. It's great. And you're gonna
Yes.
love the music. The music is great. It just brings you back in time.
Yeah, that's what I love. I love watching,
Yeah, and
those.
what's cool too, Thomas, is the cars. The
Yeah,
cars from the ads. They're great.
yeah.
They're made like tanks. Yeah, they're great.
What a time. Yeah, definitely love seeing the older stuff, and
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. He can bring that back to
yeah,
life on the
yeah. It's gonna
screen.
be great. Yeah, and William's in the process as of now of writing episodes for season 3.
Yeah, even better. It's,
Yeah, yeah. We're already looking into season 3.
yeah, wow. Yeah, I'll definitely be behind it. That's cool.
Great, great.
What message do you have, to the world, like a positive message that you want to?
Yeah, just to stay positive, and you got to work on you. Just stay away from the negativity. You know, you're going to hear what I have to say throughout this interview. Just stay focused, stay positive, write it down, put it on the refrigerator, tap into your subconscious mind. Don't be afraid. Whatever God you believe in, go, heal yourself, clean your soul, clean your mind, clean your body. Stay pure, stay true to you. You know, work on you. Don't get caught up in social media's negativity. You know, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
They're not your friends. They're not your true friends. They're not your family. You know, some people are cool, but some people, they're haters, and they're just, their heart's not in the right place. And 90% of the people that have, a dislike for one another, and it's the truth, Thomas, they don't exercise. They don't exercise. They don't relieve the stress. They store the stress in their body, and they take it out on other people instead of going to the gym and exercising and releasing the endorphins and feeling good about yourself. That's what's missing. That's what's missing. I came up with this motto called "Make America Train Again."
That's cool.
MATA, make America train again. Feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Get into the gym, do martial arts, go to the boxing gym, take a yoga class, take a meditation class, take an acting workshop. Get off the phone. Make contact with real people. Shake someone's hand. Give someone a hug. Show them love. Don't press heart. Go meet them and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Don't put it in words. Let them hear it from you in person. If mom is still alive, call your mother every day and tell her you love her. Call your father if you don't get along with him or you don't get along with mom. Make up. Make up. It's not worth it. Life is too short. You have to be a parent to see what they have been through. Life is not easy. It's hard. If God forgives, you can forgive. It's not that difficult. You'll feel better about you, and the doors will open, and you'll have a better life. I'm not a born-again Christian or anything that takes anything too extreme, but I'm a realist. This is the truth, bro. It's exactly what it is. It has nothing to do with anything materialistic. You got to just work on you internally and eat the right foods. Because when you eat the right foods, it puts you in a better mood. And my motto is food, mood, attitude. The food you eat puts you in the mood you're in, and your mood you're in is the message that you send out in the universe, either positive or negative. My message is positive. So people know the ingredients in my body is positive.
Comes back to food as well. I love it.
Yeah, it's food. I just finished eating, because I exercised this morning. I had a great workout, and now I'm going to supply my body with the protein it needs for muscle growth. And, and that's what you need to do. You need to cook for yourself instead of going to the restaurants and ordering food and letting other people put the food in your body. Take the time out. Learn how to prepare your meals.
Yeah, I've seen somewhere that you eat sometimes you had 9 meals a day. That's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes I have 9. Like I said, I get up at 3 a.m. My first meal is at 4. And 2.5 hours afterwards, I have my following meal and another meal and another meal. And now we're up to noontime, and I already ate 6 meals.
Wow.
Because I'm constantly fueling my body. You eat for fuel, not for taste.
Yeah, that's so important too, just to get the right energies.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
And do you find you think a lot better when you're training as well? You're a lot clearer.
Everything is a lot better. Your relationship with your wife, your girlfriend, your parents, your friends, your children, your neighbor.
Yeah.
Everything is better. Everything is better. Your car is clean. Your house is clean. Your body's clean.
Definitely.
Everything just works. You're operating on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Because with every experience is an opportunity. And you don't know. You don't want to be low on your game. You always be on top of your game because you never know who you're going to meet is going to give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
So if you're not operating at your full potential, getting back to the guy that said, same shit, different day. Nothing positive could happen for him. And there's nobody that's going to invest their time and energy in him because they know they're going to lose money. And the way things are today with inflation, things are very expensive. Nobody wants to lose money. They want to hold on to the money that they have. And when they make an investment, they want to make the right investment because remember, bulls and bears make money. Pigs get slaughtered.
Yeah. No, definitely,
So
100%.
it's simple as that. It's all about money. It's a shame to say, but it's all about money today. Years ago was about family.
Yeah.
Now the tables have turned. It's about finance today because everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
And there's so many people. There's so many people that live illegal to live legal because the way things are out of control. In New York City, eggs are $10 a dozen. You know, we have gas that's close to $6 a gallon. You know, how is someone with a family of four supposed to survive?
Yeah.
You know, that's why you have to stay positive and provide for your family and get into the gym and work on you and to pray. There's no time for nonsense. Who's got time for nonsense to play around?
Yeah.
I certainly don't.
Jeez, yeah, man, inspiring, and this it's a positive message, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at the way I do stuff.
And it's strong, and it's strong. You know, positive mind, positive body, positive soul, strong mind, strong body, strong soul. A Triple Crown winner, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes. Yeah, that's what you want to be, the Triple Crown winner. Mind, body, and soul strong.
Mind, body, and soul. I love that.
Yeah. You know, and it comes in threes. Everything comes in threes.
Yeah.
Just like death. When you hear something that someone passed away, two follow right after.
Yeah.
Like when you hear a celebrity passed away, then you know two more are coming right after.
Yeah, it always happens too.
You know, there was a time where George Carlin called Richard Pryor, and they both were still alive, and Sam Kinison passed away. Yeah. And, you know, may rest in peace. So George Carlin calls Richard Pryor and says, Rich, we're safe. Yeah, because Sam was the third one that died.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But, definitely believe in that. Those.
Yeah, look at the names that I'm mentioning. These are legendary names. I grew up in Corona. Corona was where Shea Stadium was. I've seen Willie Mays play baseball. I've seen Hank Aaron hit 715. You know, I've seen Roberto Clemente play, Thurman Munson for the Yankees. I've seen them all the greats, Tom Seaver, you know, all the greats, you know, Willie Stargell and Willie McCovey and Richie Allen, Dick Allen, Orlando Cepeda, Vida Blue that just passed away, you know. So I've been around all the greats, you know, and I had a tremendous run. I've seen Led Zeppelin perform at Madison Square Garden in 1978. You know, I waited online in Times Square to watch Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. The best time of our lives.
Yo.
When we had, the real movie theaters that we went to. I saw Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, the Thriller in Manila, at one of the movie theaters in Queens. It was $25 was the ticket price.
Wow.
You know, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And that gave me a tremendous strength and foundation to be who I am today.
Yeah, incredible journey. And, you know, today you're just an amazing human being.
You know what, Thomas? And I even dated Amber Lynn, the adult film star, for 4 years.
Wow.
You know, and she's the most amazing woman in the world. Yeah. What a great, great, great woman. Beautiful soul. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, so I've been around all the greats.
Oh man, your story's incredible. You need to have a book about yourself as well.
And that's why I feel, I'm going to land this cover of Muscle and Fitness and tell the world about my story.
Definitely. It's definitely a time to shine.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I haven't covered that you'd like to
No,
talk about?
we covered everything. We covered everything. You know, you're a
Yeah.
gentleman. I'm honored to do your show. You know,
Thanks.
I want to do it more often. I want to get my message out to your country. You have a beautiful country. I love it. You
Yeah,
know,
thanks.
we have great actors here in America from your country, you know,
That's yeah,
and
honor
they're
having
very,
you
very,
on.
very, 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 very talented, very gifted, true artists to the craft.
Yeah, it's an honor for me to have you on. You know, you're a gentleman.
Yeah.
I love that old
Yeah, and I
school
would love,
mentality, and
and I would love to do a film in your country.
you know, got to make it happen.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love it to come to your country in person. You
Yeah,
know,
that'll be
and you know,
awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Got to make it happen somehow. That'll
yeah, make it
be
happen.
cool.
And even you know, even if you got comedy clubs, I can come out there with Mike Marino
Yeah,
and Joe Lombardo. We're on, the world tour. Welcome to
yeah,
the family tour.
yeah, awesome.
We'll come out to Australia and we'll perform for you guys. This way you can get a chance to meet me and meet, you know, Mike and meet Joe and, you know,
Yeah,
and have a great time and make you laugh.
yeah, definitely.
And
That'll
we
be
can do a
awesome.
meet and greet that they can meet me from Gravesend, you know,
Yeah,
and then, and then Mr. Fitness and Health and Fitness and on the cover and, and I could give a lecture somewhere and
yeah,
while I'm there and make my time useful, I would go to the middle school and speak to the kids.
yeah,
Go to the high schools and speak to the kids.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That'll be
and
awesome.
and totally my honor. I'm
Yeah,
not looking for nothing. I'm just looking to give back and to help people.
yeah, yeah. Amazing, man. I love your work. That's yeah.
Thank you.
Things are
Thank
happening. I
you.
can feel it.
Thank you. You know, so let's leave you with this. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to have this interview. You're a gentleman. I can't wait to see this interview be aired. And you know, my name is Peter Gaudio. I've, been in the fitness industry for 46 years. I have a voting for the Muscle and Fitness cover competition. So please vote for me. Follow and vote for me on Instagram. The link is at the bottom of my bio. You know, currently I'm in first place. Let's keep me first place strong up until Thursday night, which is the finals. You know, if you want to contact me for training or for nutrition, you could DM me through Instagram or Facebook or email PeteGaudio1212@gmail.com. If I can help you in any possible way, feel free to contact me. So, let's vote for me. Get me on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. Let me come to Australia. I'll perform for you guys. I'll make a movie for you guys, and we'll make it happen.
Definitely.
Keep
Yep.
keep your mind, body, and soul balanced. Keep it strong. Train hard. Eat clean. Drink water. Stay hydrated. And make sure, look for me, look for William DeMeo in Gravesend, going to be released around the first week of July. Season 2, it's got a tremendous cast.
Definitely. I can't wait to see it. And July's not that
Great.
far, but I'll be hanging out
Great.
for it. Thank you for coming on. And yeah, it's an honor having you.
Thank you. And once I land this cover, I'll send you an autographed copy. You can post it in your office.
Definitely. I'll have it up here behind me. That'd be cool.
That would be great. That would be great. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to put an Italian behind you. That you don't want to do.
Might be the end of me. Oh.
Right.
Yo.
See, and that's another thing. Thomas, the way you survive in this world today, you need a sense of humor.
Yeah, definitely.
If you don't have a sense of humor, you're not making it today.
No, you got to keep it.
No, you need a sense of humor. You need to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
And people need to lighten up.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta laugh and
they need to lighten up.
Have fun.
Yep. So hit me up for advice on fitness, acting, comedy, life, mind, body, and soul. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah. With a warrior vote, proceeds go to Homes for Wounded Warriors, and let's make this happen and make my dream come a reality.
Definitely. Everyone get your votes in and let's make it happen. It's for a good cause.
Thank you. And it's been an honor to do your show. Thank you so much. All right, brother. Have a great day.
Thank you, brother. You too.